Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Ooh, wow, we are entering October soon. Weather is changing here in New York City. Happy Tuesday. This is my Tuesday talk and tarot. I'm going to be pulling a card. I'm not sure which card. I was actually thinking about doing the goddess deck today, maybe the animal deck. We'll see how we go. Um, I'm Lisa Mehta, and my company is Metamorfize.com. And before I get started today, I just want to quickly have two things that are coming up this week. Wednesday night, I'm doing Singing Bowl with Breathwork with a special guest, and that's going to be 7 o'clock. You can see a link somewhere around. And 30 Days to Change, the next round starts on Sunday. And it's an amazing program for jumpstarting change to get you into showing up for yourself consistently every day for 30 days, only doing one thing for 5 minutes. It's a life-changing program. It's super, super simple, and it really just takes 5 minutes of your time. And came from, actually, today we're talking about jealousy. Well, I was going to talk about jealousy, and then as I was researching, I can't talk about jealousy without talking about envy, actually. So I'm going to talk about the difference between the two, because I educated myself in the last few days as I was researching this. Hi, Unfolding. What's up? What's up? Um, and welcome here. Debbie, what's up, Debbie? Long time. How you doing? So I'm gonna be, yeah. So those are the two things I have going on. Wednesday night is the singing bowls and with breath work, which is gonna be a beautiful, gentle heart opening. We're doing the heart chakra this month in my self mastery lab, so that's gonna be an opportunity to just really breathe into your heart and have a nice, gentle evening of sound bowls. And the 30 Days to Change program starting on Sundays is amazing. And actually, let's tie that, me creating that program, into today's theme, because so 30 days to, oh, what up, Queen? 30 Days to Change was born out of my own desire for change. And I will admit it, I would compare myself all around to other people and wanting to be different, which isn't just always a bad thing to compare, but comparing too much comparing can cause a lot of suffering, because you are making it so that other people have something that you don't have. And if you don't take action towards reaching it, achieving it, moving towards it, then you stay in the suffering of other people have it and you don't, or why does it always happen to others and not me? And that's living from the outside in and not the inside out. So jealousy is today's topic, and I used to be jealous of people. I said it, I was jealous. And I grew up kind of witnessing a lot of jealousy around me, or at least the energy of jealousy. Oh, thanks, babe. Doing the hair this morning, a little side part. Jealousy, I did another live on comparison, and I've done others on, how comparison used to take me down. And I would get so, when I was talking about my body image talk a few weeks ago, that was a really big one for me. And so jealousy would play a role in being jealous of other people's bodies or being jealous of what they have. So because that was such a big and powerful emotion for me in my life, I had to look at it. I had to make a decision. Is jealousy going to take me down, or is it going to be the thing that I can use as a manifesting tool to show me what I want next? So that's the main thing I want you to take away from today, is the simple fact that if you are jealous of someone or have envy, which I'm going to make a distinction, the difference between the two, because it's actually more about envy. It is a manifesting tool. It can help you show you what you want for yourself. And one of the things that I started to transform in my life and switch is, instead of, oh, well, they have it, so I don't want to be around that, or I'm not going to go there. Just the opposite. Lean into it. If someone, let's go extreme right now. If you know someone who has a yacht or a mansion, and you're like, I am so jealous. I wish, or I have such envy for that because I really wish I would have a boat and have that lifestyle. So if you push it away, what are you saying? What energy are you saying? You're like, well, I don't even want that in my life because if it's not mine, then I don't want it. No, do the complete opposite. Lean into it. Put yourself around people who have what you want in your life because then you have it. What's the difference? Okay, Fee, maybe it's not your boat. Maybe it's not your mansion. Maybe it's not yours yet in the sense of you own it. But really, if you start to look at the experiences in your life as getting closer to the thing that you want, and that was a huge game changer for me, huge. When I started to put myself around people that had what I want, I mean, they say you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with when it comes to money, relationship, energy, as in positivity, health. So you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires instead of being envious of what they have and you don't. You're actually creating a separation. So I wanted to talk about something. I'm gonna like quickly sidetrack over to. Okay, so I started out wanting to talk about jealousy. So I went on, like I always do my research, and I was like watching a TED talk on jealousy. And all of a sudden, she's talking about polyamory, and I was like, that's interesting. Well, one thing she said that was super interesting is that jealousy shows up at ages as early as 6 months. They can trace a child exhibiting jealousy. Now, I don't know, I'm not like um, a psychologist, and I didn't do the research on that, and that was in someone's TED talk, so take it with a grain of salt. But the point is that she was saying jealousy is normal because it has to do with being threatened by you owning something and it being taken away from you. And it got me thinking about being little kids and this whole like, it's mine, this whole mine thing that happens. Like, and then we get very possessive of stuff. And then it got me thinking, we're not really taught how to deal with that. I mean, they're like, a lot of parents will be like, you need to share, like, let them use it. There's a lot of different confusion around how to handle a child who's in the middle of like feeling like something's theirs and it's being taken away. And then that led to this polyamory thought, or this polyamory TED talk, because what I learned is the difference between jealousy and envy is that jealousy actually has a lot more to do with relationships. When we're in relationships and we're feeling threatened that what we're in a relationship, which I find interesting that we would think that we own someone in that sense. And that's why polyamory deals a lot with the basically not feeling jealous, knowing how to share your partners. That is not what today's talk is about. However, I thought it was fascinating that it came up in what I was researching, because then I put in, what's the difference between jealousy and envy? And envy occurs when we lack a desired attribute enjoyed by another. So when I was talking about the mansion or the yacht or what someone has that you want, it's actually envy. And I did not make that distinction until recently, that a lot of what I've been experiencing when it came to like people's lifestyles or material items is actually more jealousy than it is, more envy than it is jealousy. However, I have experienced jealousy as well when it comes to relationships, which is a nasty feeling. Like, who likes that? I don't like that. Oh, good morning. I just realized how to find the comments now on this new Facebook Live is like brand new over here. Your connection is chopped. Oh, hey, Elaine. What's up? What's up? I'm actually on time today to catch you. Thank you. I don't know if, what does this do? Does this refresh it? I don't like this new setup here on Facebook. Anyway, so when something that we feel is rightfully owned by us is threatened is when jealousy comes up, and it came up a lot when with relationships and in relation to people. And I think that's just something that we all work around. It's something to look at, like, well, I am beautiful, unique, and amazing in just the way that I am, and another person is going to be beautiful, unique in the way they are. But the minute we make it a comparison, or me versus them, which is comparing, is when these other emotions come up. And another thing that she was saying in that TED talk was that you really can't have jealousy without a bunch of other emotions that kind of come with it: sadness, fear, anger, and shame. That's like the mother load if you think about it. That's like, these are heavy, heavy emotions. And in the vibrational scale, um, shame is the lowest vibrating emotion. So if jealousy and if jealousy and shame and anger and sadness are all like kind of traveling together, those are really, really something, if you're experiencing those, to look at, because staying inside of those will definitely bring your vibration down. They will just they're really not fun to experience. So I wanted to just share a little story in a way, because over the last year and a half, I would say, no more, but like solid 2 years, and then even stronger when pandemic hit, I found myself saying, and again, I didn't have the distinction between envy and jealousy until now, but so I was saying, and it was a really weird thing to hear myself say, that I was jealous of people that were going through big life changes. Like everyone was moving, or I know, weird things, like even though some of them weren't even good, like maybe it was a breakup, or maybe it was just big life changes. A lot of them had to do with moving. And let me see, wait, I wrote something here. I found myself saying I was jealous of people making big life changes. I know it's a weird thing to be jealous of, but I knew that a big change, the reason why I was jealous of it is what I just told you, is it was showing me what I wanted in my life next. And I knew deep down that I was stuck in the comfort of this apartment, in the comfort of 20 years living here in the same place. And the grip of my old identity was so strong onto me that I was actually like craving something to just bust me out of it. Well, guess what? Ask and you shall receive, because starting Friday, I sublet this apartment now for 8 months. And it's a big life change, and it is upon me. And okay, here we go. Be careful what you wish for. But the thing is, I feel really good about it. I'm excited. I have a lot of fears. I have a lot of, they're not fears. There's a lot of, I found my mind going, what ifs and maybes. And every time I'm catching myself, I just come back to, I go click, click. If you know me and my click, click, I click, click out of it. And then I come back to, first of all, be in the moment and just handle what needs to be handled. But also, there is this really deep trust right now that I can't even see what's about to unfold, but it has to be amazing. Because when I truly believe that I am met with the equal and opposite of the movement I make. And this big leap of faith, this big leap of change, this big, massive disruption and eruption will be met with the same something in my life. And so I'm going to get out of what ifs, I'm going to get out of maybes, and I'm just going to trust and stay steady. And I have built in many safeties. Number one, I can come back here to my apartment if I find myself whatever. Plus, I was going to be in Mexico starting January anyway, so I kind of just decided, hey, let's go. My mom is healing from something, so I'm going to go spend some time with her in DC. And then I realized, I've got friends all over that I haven't seen in a while, so I might be getting back to that lifestyle that I have been very accustomed to for many years. All right, so what do you want to know about jealousy or envy? Or what is something that you feel you are jealous or envious of? I mean, have you experienced any of that in your life? What's up, everybody? Just waving at people on Instagram. So, yeah, I would say it's normal to feel jealousy or to feel envy, and that my invitation to you is just to begin to work with it as just one of the emotions in your emotional portfolio, and to know that it's there to be a messenger of something. So if envy is coming up and you realize that you want something that someone else is having, or you just want something, just be with the power that, congratulations, like you have actually moved one step further to knowing what you want. It gets tricky though because it's really attached to lack. So you have to really be active in pulling yourself out of the lack part of it that you don't have, and walking around seeing all the things that you don't have, and identifying it as, once you do identify what you want, which is basically seeing what you don't have, that you move into what I have as my science of change process. Realize what you want, visualize yourself having it, which has a lot to do with putting yourself around people that have it. Visualize it, actualize it, so start to create small movement towards it, which is exactly what my 30 Days to Change program can do for you. And then you begin to metamorphize yourself. So realize, visualize, actualize, metamorphize. That is the science of change, and that is what I actually support people to create in their life. All right, so there's one person here on Instagram at this moment. If whoever you are want a tarot card, I am going to pull a card. Let's see. You know what? I'm really feeling the goddess deck today. I haven't used this one here. So if you are here and you want me to pick a card, I'll wait a few more minutes and talk a little bit more, but let me know and pick a number. Like, tell me any number and I'll pick you a card, and we'll do a little personal reading here in relation to jealousy and envy. So, and if not, I'm going to pick a card for the collective and for all the replay people who watch. And let me see, what else did I want to say here. It can't. So yeah, it can't be separated. Yoli, hey, what's up, girl? I think it's just you and me right now. If you want to give me a card, a number, I'm gonna pick from the goddess deck. It's you and it's us ladies here. So, ooh, 11, love it, love it. It's always my number 2. So yeah, jealousy. Have you had any, like, I'm sure, you know what, every single person in this whole world, I think, unless you're, and maybe until you got to be a Buddha or enlightened, you've experienced jealousy. So I was going to ask you if you've experienced jealousy, but I'm sure we all have. So here we go. 11. If you're joining me on Facebook, I can't see comments. Shoot. You can give me a number. Let me see if I can see the comments. If you're here on Facebook, I'm going to be picking from this goddess deck. We're picking 11 for Yoli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, interesting. This is the oh, speaking of manifesting, look at my wedding rings. I'm manifesting some shit right here. I've been wearing diamonds and wedding rings around the house because I'm calling in sacred partnership. So, okay, so this is illness and wellness. So, Sulis. Wow, look at this beautiful, beautiful picture of her swimming, going towards the light. Yoli, she's going towards the light. And hold on, let me pull out the book for a second. Oh my gosh, she's on the cover of the book. Wow. Illness, wellness. Well, you know, jealousy will drive you to sickness. I think I've had that experience where I will make myself sick over comparing myself to others, or what do you think? Illness and wellness also, you know, the fine line between something like food becoming it's something that we need to heal, but it can be also something that makes us, at least makes me, sick sometimes because I eat too much and has caused me a lot of suffering. Let's see here, what do we got? I don't usually read from this deck, so I have to look. SULS. Okay, here we go. She's a British goddess, ancient British. Okay, so the meaning of this card is to tell you that it is time to embrace the dance of illness slash wellness. Make time for yourself and nourish the energy that you have. It is time to let go of everything and make you a priority. Girl, I feel this for myself right now. That was the other good thing about I'm leaving on Friday and I'm making the next 3 months before Mexico a commitment to myself, to my health, working out. And you know, Yoli, you and I have been doing this a long time, this talk. Give yourself permission to seek support and assistance for your healing process. Is our body's call for time off. Whoa, that's deep. So time out or just plain time. Wow, I feel really connected to this card. Also, to not compare myself to what other people are doing, like that always trips me up too, that whole like envy of that, oh well, other people have it all together and they all know what they should be doing for their working out and for their eating and like all that. It's just like, you know what? No, just do you. Like we know what to do. You know what to do. Take care of yourself. And when you don't, that's illness. When you do, that's wellness. So I love that. Basically, she says that the way to manage your energy can mean the difference between illness and wellness. Illness is the time to direct the flow of energy inward. Wellness is the time to direct the energy to be focused outward. So interesting. What I love too is that it actually is a dance. It continues to be a dance. So you take care of, and this is where I feel like I've run my whole life in this dance where I do all of this work and I feel so good. And then we call it maybe off the wagon or like, what's that other word? I just totally forgot the word I wanted to say. It starts with an R. I can't remember it. But oh no, it just came to me and then it left again. But it's like to know to not that falling off is bad. It's how quickly we get back on. I think that's what matters here. So it's like, okay, for me, I pushed myself to an edge recently where it's like, okay, I don't feel that good about some of my decisions. Like I want to get back into my fasting and all of that. So self-care, girl, self-care. All right. So we're going to keep this one short today since peeps aren't here. And that card was powerful, especially for me right now. So I'm gonna roll with that one. And I think we found, we got everything that I wanted to say about wellness. I mean, about jealousy and envy and the difference between the two. And actually the interesting fact of how it like led me to realize that I had been using the wrong words this whole time. So this has been great to like redefine it for myself. And that the biggest takeaway that I'd love for everyone who watches this is to know that envy and jealousy, well, envy is to show you what you want more of in your life and to just embrace that as knowing so you can go from realize, visualize, actualize, and metamorphize it and take that as a pathway towards what you want in your life. So, yeah, that's about it. And that if you are experiencing jealousy in relationship, which I know can feel really, really hard, I invite you to really just take a step back and work with that emotion of knowing that jealousy comes up in relationship when you are being threatened, that something that you feel you own or possess is being threatened. And that I would really invite you, number one, if it is in relationship, to have a dialogue with the other person involved, because a lot of the time, at least I know for me, good old mind tricks that I'm telling myself a lot of stories that may or may not even exist. So get yourself out of it through communication. And then also to realize there's always going to be someone who has more or better or this or that, and that comparison is what will take you down when it comes to jealousy. So I'm wishing you deep love for yourself. And if working with me is something that interests you when it comes to going to your next level, becoming the master of your mind, and really looking at how to live a positive life and the lifestyle that you love, then get in touch with me. I'm taking on a few clients, private clients, one-on-one right now. Again, you can do my 30 Days to Change program. Yoli, I think I wrote you about it. I don't know if you're interested. It starts on October 3rd, which is a Sunday. We have our kickoff. And yeah, I would love to help elevate your life and help you move to the next level. It's my pleasure and my gift that I have to help people navigate their mind and really hear the dialogue that's going on. You know, I was a business coach, was a graphic designer for a really long time, and then a business coach, and then a lifestyle coach and a life coach that dealt with health and everything. And no matter if I was helping someone design a logo or create the life that they want, the reason why I do mind mastery is literally because no matter what you're creating, it is your mind that is under it all. And if you can learn to make your mind your servant and navigate this world, really, like right now I've been in my own mastery, and I'm really proud of myself that I've come this far, that I'm going through this huge change in my life. And when the fear and those what ifs and those maybes come in, I've been really quick to like bounce into, no, something amazing's happening. And it's the click, click, it's the snap, snap. Because if I don't, I feel that panic and anxiety can come super quick and take me away somewhere I don't want to go right now, because those are unproductive emotions to helping me become and be the creator of my life. And if you don't learn to navigate the big heavy ones and those what ifs and the fears of the future and the panic, then you're going to keep yourself stuck, because you're not going to allow yourself to make change like I did for a long time. And that's why today we're talking about, I shared the story, like what a weird thing to be envious of, that I was envious of people who were going through huge life changes, that I saw them as huge evolution. Oh, hey, Liz. Good. I was just wrapping up, but if you want me to pick a card for you, we've been talking about jealousy and envy, and I was actually just recapping the fact that it's okay. I'll tell you what I was just recapping is that for the last 2 years, I found myself envious of people who are going through huge life changes. And I was like, that's such a weird thing. But I realized it's because I deeply, deeply wanted to unearth and, and, you know, get out of the stuckness that I was feeling. But you know what? You got to be careful what you wish for, because all of a sudden I was moving towards the big change, and now here we are. So anyway, wishing everyone love. And Liz, last chance. You want me to pick a card for you? I'm picking from the Goddess deck right now. So if you want, if not, I'm going to pop on off. All right, give me a number. Give me a number, girl. You're going to be bringing it home with us today. 17. All right. We had 11, and we picked the beautiful, beautiful illness wellness card, which had to do with self-care. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 17. Woo! Play. Yes. And boss, which came up recently in another reading. Okay, so what I love about this, especially in relation to jealousy and envy, which if you go back, I talk about the difference of between envy and jealousy, which I actually hadn't had a clear distinction until today, or yesterday. But play, okay? Play with, if you find yourself wanting something that someone has, go play with it. You know, I often talk about simulation to creation. You know, it's one of my manifesting hacks, where simulate it to create it, which is exactly what the 30 Days to Change challenge helps you with. You start to simulate something just slowly, one thing, a little thing at a time. Well, guess what? You're no longer in simulation. You're actually doing it. So, you know, I wanted to be around people who had a lot of money and were really high quality in business. And like, so I went and I joined a, like one of those private clubs so I could be around those people. And then slowly I could then absorb their energy, and raise, they pull me up, and I met cool people. And then you play with, like, I this last 2 weeks I was in 2 apartments that were like my dream apartments. And while I was in there, I was literally playing with the idea of, like, wait, this is my apartment. Instead of being jealous or envious, like, man, look at her, she has what I want. I was like, but wait, I am here. I was playing with the energy of envy. I was playing with this idea of, like, I already am in it. So, Liz, this is for you in your elevation to keep playing and having fun. And if you find yourself being envious of something, which is actually helping you realize, like, oh, I want more of that, go play with it. Literally, like, I talk about in my 3-step manifesting video thing. If you want to get it free, it's manifestinghacks.com. I talk about this simulation idea where, like, you want a new wardrobe, go start trying clothes on. You don't have to buy it. Don't get stuck in the I can't afford it energy. You just start trying it on. Like, what's the difference? Your body is creating a memory. Anyway, play. Love it. All right, girl. So I wish you all an amazing week ahead. We got fun stuff coming up. Wednesday's going to be the singing bowl and breathwork, and 30 Days to Change starts on October 3rd. Liz, I don't know, are you interested in doing that? I'll bring it up in the call on Wednesday. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.